For this video, swears have been replaced with names of flowers, and my boyfriend's name has been replaced with a silly pseudonym because when you put his name into a phone on T9, it corrects it to the mob. This past spring, I spent my semester traveling around Europe as part of a whole study abroad experience. It was the sort of thing I've dreamed of doing for anything ever, so I was pretty excited about it. It was like a dream come true every day. I got some pretty great stories out of it. Today I want to tell you a story about my Turkish friend Mehmet. I was in Istanbul for a week with my class on cultural diversity and social capital, and it was an amazing week, it really was. As the week was drawing to a close, I felt I really wanted to get some souvenirs for myself. You know, I'd already bought things for my friends and family back home, but I didn't really have anything for me to remember this experience. So I bundled up. Did you guys know it's freezing in Istanbul in March? I didn't. And headed off to find this little store I visited on the first day, where I remembered there being little earrings and things. So I walk into the shop. I think you've come back. Yeah, I remembered these earrings from earlier. I wanted to come back and get them. You came back just for these? Well, then I have to buy you tea. I was alone in his shop down a narrow side street with no cell phone and no one expecting me anywhere until late that night. No one knew where I was. So I did the logical thing and agreed. All right. He was really nice, in his early 30s at the most. He was friendly and genuinely interested in what I was doing in Istanbul and whether I had a good time. So when I agreed to stay, he leaned out the door and yelled something Turkish across the street. Oi! We want tea! And this guy from a tea shop comes running across the street carrying a tray of apple tea. As far as I could tell, apple tea is huge in Istanbul, and it's delicious. Started just chatting. He had a stray cat he brought into the shop and fed and took care of, and I admired the bracelet he had given her for a collar. We were interrupted by some people who came in to buy things, but then he came back and we were alone again. I sipped my tea and he leaned over to me. Do you have a boyfriend? Yes. Do you love him? Yes. Your first love? I guess so. Hey, this is really nice apple tea. Where is he? Say he's right down the street. He's around the corner. He's around the corner. He's studying in the UK. How long until you see him? Too long. And Mehmet was very sympathetic. He was nice. There was definitely a language barrier between us, and I figured he probably just meant to be friendly and get to know me, and I was interpreting his signals wrong. Then I remembered that they told us not to make eye contact with Turkish men, because that's flirting. So, do you cheat him? What? Your boyfriend, do you cheat him? No. Do you think he cheat you? I hope not. I don't think so. I trust him. Oh God, get me out of here. I am sorry you have boyfriend. Yeah, I'm not gonna cheat on him. I know, but you are so beautiful. You're so beautiful. When I first saw you, I thought you were 14. I like the baby face. It's good. No plans tonight. We can go out, get a drink. I get off work at 8. Sorry. Thanks for the tea. I'm meeting people. I'm afraid I'll get lost on the way to the hotel. I better get going. Give me your email. I will find you on the Facebook, yes? I don't know. I don't think. Yeah, okay. And I will be here at 8. If you come, I am here. So I basically ran out of there and down the street until I turned the corner, found a stray cat, and sat down crying. It wasn't so much that he shook me off with his offer or that he was being pushy. I'm pretty sure I was accidentally flirting pretty hard there. No, I was crying because I felt guilty. I gave the guy my email address, And yeah, I had no intention of adding him on Facebook or anything, but a small part of me imagined this alternate reality where I wasn't dating the mob, where I took a chance and went on a date with a Turkish man I had just met, or I did something wild and crazy and very irresponsible. And I didn't enter that alternate reality, but I imagined it, you know? A small part of me thought it was too bad, because Mehmet was cute and nice. At least until he said I looked 14. Do I look 14? Please tell me I at least look like I'm legal. And if you have any awkward stories where you got hit on, share them in comments. I would love to know that I'm not the only awkward one.